well, before we get into the video, I'm letting you guys know that whenever I hit 5,000 subscribers, I'm gonna do a Q&A. So I'm gonna ask y'all if you could ask me some questions, what you've been, like, if you want to know my favorite color, or just things like you want to ask me, and comment down below in the comments area or in my community tab. I will have a specific area for that, for you to guys, for you to ask questions. So, yeah, ask me anything you guys want. I don't know if I'll answer everything, but I am doing Q&A for 5K, so that'll be the next video. So let's get on to the video. I'm gonna do a different video than usual. I'm gonna tell you guys a story. So let's get into it. Okay, so I was in junior high, and all I remember was that we were in our science class. We have a science class, not a science or whatever I said, but a science class. And I knew, let's just say our teacher's name was Mrs. Z. Okay, so I knew that Mrs. Z was out for the day, and she had a sub for, the class period. And, we're just learning about food webs and, body parts and, normal junior high stuff. And so all I remember was, like, when we came back from lunch, like, this sub was getting on my nerves. She was like, "Oh, Rain, you're doing this, and I'm gonna be, one of those subs, and, be a pet teacher, and if you don't have the name I like, I'm gonna, be rude to you." Those subs can be so fake. There's, like, they get on your nerves. Like, when you ask them a question, like, okay, this school year, I had the worst experience ever with school subs. Oh my goodness. For example, in my geometry class, my teacher was pregnant, and she went on a maternity leave and left for, like, a good 3 to 4 months. And we got this, like, teacher that was a professor at, like, a college. Like, she, graduated with a geometry degree and all that stuff. But, like, bro, she did not know how to teach. She did not know how to, like, understand the basics and everything. And she, like, the school district didn't even let her put grades in, but which I understand that, because they're not, like, a classified worker there. But it took forever to get my grades updated, and just flat out, she wasn't the best sub. Like, she would write up a person for throwing a tissue box across the room. But, like, throwing things across the room is not really good, for safety, I guess. But a tissue box. And, like, another time is, like, we were talking in class, and she kept, like, telling us to be quiet, and so we did. And just, like, someone's phone went off on accidentally, the ringer on, like, iPhones, and, like, it went off, and she's like, "Whose phone is that? I'm gonna write them up." And, like, she written them up for the phone, but just so far. And then, like, another one is, in my free period I have at the school, I get a free period, and I just, like, work on homework and whatever. And, like, we had a sub that she saw me watching Ed's World. I don't know if y'all know that channel, or drawing or jazzer, but, like, I'll link them down below. But basically, where you work on homework and all, and I finished all my work I needed to do. So what I usually do is sleep or watch Netflix movies or watch YouTube or draw, listen to music, casual, things that a kid would do in class if they didn't have anything to do. So yeah, I had to fed up with that sub. Okay, back to the story of the original topic. But we had a sub, so when I came back from lunch, I don't know why I had the audacity to do this. I regret this so much. It's so embarrassing to think, little old me would do this to a sub. And we had a teacher, he was like my favorite teacher that worked at the school, and his mom would sub for the school, to be nice. So I just was having a really bad day, and I just was done with her because those fake subs, come on. So when she was going to the bathroom and everyone else was doing their work, I saw that she left her soda at the teacher's desk, and I thought it would be funny for her, to shake up the soda as enough where it's not really noticeable. So I knew when she came back and she would open the soda, it would go everywhere. But I was expecting, because there was 5 minutes left of the class period, so I was like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna be there, I'm not gonna see her have soda in her face and all. But she came back and she grabbed her papers off the desk and then took the soda, and she was walking out. She was walking out of the classroom, and you can just hear her open the soda down the hallway because she's going down the stairs and the class is over, and you just hear the sub screaming. You just hear the sub screaming, and she just ran into the room. She's like, who did it? Oh, I feel so bad. But everyone's like, Rain did it! She's the one who shook up the soda bottle! Blame her! Little kids blame on each other. It's not fun. But basically, I went to my counselors, had to tell her the whole story. I kind of got in trouble. And then the next day, right? I didn't get any penalties. Thank goodness I didn't. It was just a harmless prank, but I did get warned. But the next day in science, we were using Chromebooks. I don't know if y'all have those, but it's basically a laptop that you get assigned at school and stuff, and you log in. And I was turning on my phone, which I already had Spotify connected to the Chromebook, which if you have the Spotify app and you open it during class, because I wanted to change the song on my phone, which the teacher doesn't really let us have Spotify on the computer, so if she sees you, she'll tell you to turn it off, and so I didn't want to get caught, so I turned up the app, so I turned on the app on my phone, and, to change the song, but, oh no, the phone wanted to win, so it, transferred the song to my phone, and it just flat out, it was so quiet in the class, and it just started playing Christmas music, and oh my gosh, I got so embarrassed. I got my phone taken up, I got my Chromebook privileges taken up, I got even the desktop privileges taken up for just playing Christmas music when the class is very quiet, and I got in trouble. It's not my fault that my phone was having a bad day and wanted to connect to Spotify. Just no. But yeah, that's basically the video. It's really dumb and stupid, and I don't know. But if y'all want to hear more stories of random stuff, just let me know. So the next video will be for 5K, the Q&A. I hope y'all enjoyed this really crazy story time. I'm not really used to telling stories that often, and I know I'm not really good at it, so I know there's going to be a lot of editing, but I hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see y'all next time.
Holy lonely pony eating macaroni!